The leaves are falling. The weather can't decide whether it wants to be a heat wave or cold, damp mist. There's Christmas things in the shops. I've rearranged my whole bookshelves to fit paper pumpkins in. I've got my favourite scarf on, even though it's 20 degrees today. It must be autumn. To literally no one's surprise, autumn is my favourite time of year. I love it so much. It's so cosy. I love the way the leaves look. I love wearing scarves. I love all things sort of woodland. I love a good pumpkin spice latte. What's not to love? What is not to love? And this year I'm taking part in the fall into reading round of seasonathon. Could a readathon ever be better designed specifically for me? No, absolutely not. So today I thought I would share my TBR with you for the fall into readathon. This is a week-long readathon and there are 6 prompts, and you can double up on prompts, which is good because 6 books is a lot in 1 week. So I'm planning to read 4 books for this readathon. So first up we have the group book, which is also what I'm reading for the audiobook / ebook prompt, and that is Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. I'm going to be honest, this is the book that persuaded me to do the readathon. I wasn't going to as much as I wanted to because I just have so many other books to read. And I've done a lot of readathons recently and I sort of wanted to take a break and chill out a bit. But this book has been on my TBR since before it came out, and when I saw it was a group book, I was like, finally, a reason to read it. I'm so excited. So Perfect on Paper is a YA contemporary, and I think the main character is the kind of love guru for the school, and it follows her sort of adventures with all of that. The reason I came across it is because the main character is bisexual, and I believe she has both female and male love interests throughout the course of the story, which I'm very excited for because usually we only get bi characters in stories where they end up with someone of the same gender. So I'm excited to see someone have multiple love interests of different genders. Next up is Fresh by Margot Wood. I'm going to be listening to the audiobook for this one for the prompt of something that's got fruit or a beverage on the cover. You can see the nice sort of red solo cup beverage thing. I hope it's on this side. I'll put it on this side. Fresh is a modern, I think it's new adult, reimagining of Jane Austen's Emma, one of my favourite Jane Austen books, and again has a bi main character, I think, from what I've heard. It's a complete coincidence that I'm reading these books on the same week as Bi Visibility Day, but I'm not complaining. So I'm really looking forward to that one. I don't know a huge amount about this one. I think it's about a young woman who's just gone to college and her sort of adventures when she gets to university. So yes, again, very much looking forward to that one. As soon as I find out about it, I was like, this is right up my alley. So very excited to be getting to that one. Next up is Symmetry of Stars by Alex Myers, and this is an ARC that I got off NetGalley. I'm reading this for, again, 2 prompts. I'm reading it for the prompt of a book that features a competition, and also for a book that has white, yellow or orange, I think the colours are, on the cover, because as you can see, the words and the image is white. Again, I really hope I put the pictures on this side. And so this story follows 2 gods, I believe, who are having a competition as to nature versus nurture. And I think there's something about twins in there and these gods raising these twins and having this competition. So very intrigued, very interested. Look forward to reading it. Want some tea? This is very good tea, by the way. Would highly recommend. It's the Pucker Apple Cinnamon one. It's my favourite, especially for this time of year. The final book on my list is actually a reread, and I'm reading it for the paranormal prompt, and that is Carmilla by J. Sheridan Le Fanu. So this is a 19th century short story sort of novella length book about a vampire called Carmilla, as you can guess from the cover. and it's set in Austria in the middle of the forest in a castle, and there's a young woman called Laura, and there's also a vampire who looks like a young woman who's Carmilla, and all the sort of vampire things happen, and it's fab. I think I've read this, it was a long time ago. I think it might have been my first year at university when the web series first came out. So Carmilla was adapted into a web series in that sort of boom of classic novels being turned into vlog style web series that was sort of started off by the Lizzie diaries. This was one of them, and I absolutely loved it, avidly followed it the whole time that it was on. So I think after I watched the first season, then after the first season came out, I read this for the first time on my Kindle, and I have been seeing this copy around, this lovely hardback, shiny hardback. I don't think it's coming out very well on camera. There we go. If I hold it exactly like that, you can see the cover. So yeah, I'm excited to reread it and just see, kind of revisiting it 7 years later, seeing what I think, have my feelings changed about this book. And again, we have a sapphic couple in this book as well. So there's a bit of a theme across the week. But yeah, I'm very excited to reread this one. Thank you very much for joining me as I step wholeheartedly into autumn. If you are also taking part in the Fall Into Reading readathon, then let me know which books you are planning on reading. And I'll also be doing a cozy autumn vlog of the week, so make sure to come back the week after the readathon to see that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye!